Hi, Brenda. Thank you for coming to meet with me here at our office, the Interval House. My name is Stacy Piscatano. I am one of the social workers here that specializes in domestic violence. Um, I just kind of wanted to take this time to introduce myself, what we do here, and then kind of get a little understanding of what's been going on with you. And then I can also tell you how you were referred to us and things like that. Our policy here is pretty open door. We try to um, be very honest with our clients, and we also try to make sure this is a team effort. So everything that we discuss is confidential, and you know, what I mean is confidential, that it doesn't go anywhere but this room unless I feel that you are in immediate danger or harm. Then I am considered a mandated reporter.
Okay.
Okay. So again, thank you for coming. I know that's a lot all at once. So do you have any questions before we start?
What is this regarding?
Okay. So like I said, you were referred here um, by the social worker at the hospital. And the social worker there referred you to us based on the last admission you just had, which was of I believe you had a miscarriage.
Yes, I did.
Okay, so do you want to tell me a little about what happened, or what did the doctors disclose to you anything about what was going on?
That it was trauma.
It was due to now. Can you recall any trauma that had happened that day?
Um, Me and my husband just had a little disagreement.
Okay. Um, Now you mentioned your husband, so you are married.
Yes, I am.
Okay, and now your husband's name is
Donald.
Okay, so I'm going to be jotting things down periodically, and I'm just kind of just so I can remember, and when we, as we progress and meet, if you decide to, help go on with the program, I'm just jotting things down. So if at any time you want me to stop, you have a question, you want to read it, just let me know, okay? Because we can do that. So Donald is your husband, and how long have you been married?
For over 7 years now.
7 years, okay. How would you say your marriage is up to this point?
Um, he's a loving husband. He's very supportive until, he is a really heavy drinker. So once he's a heavy drinker, he gets a little abusive and jealous a lot.
Okay. Okay. So let me just recap what we just said. So you and Donald have been married for over 7 years. He is daily loving, supportive husband, but he does drink, and then the drinking leads to the anger and the jealousy.
Yeah.
Now, has he ever physically hit you? Has he actually put his hands on you?
Yes, he has.
Okay. Okay, so there has been some forms of violence towards you. Okay. Now, the day that you went in regarding the miscarriage, was that a result of a physical argument between you and your husband? Did he actually physically hit you that day or push you? Or
Not that I recall.
no? Okay. Okay. So, are you concerned with your safety with your husband now that this happened with the miscarriage?
No.
Um, well, I will say that the hospital referred you to us due to some concerns. Okay, and I guess prior visits from for the hospital that you have attended was with some bruises and bumps, and those were kind of left unsaid and unrelated. But they are under like the assumption that you may be in an abusive relationship. Okay. And that's why you're here. At our facility, we specialize in domestic violence and women who are in a crisis situation and who may not truly feel like they're in a crisis or may not feel that they need any type of interventions or treatment, but it is just a thought, and we kind of just want to hopefully work with you to guide you through the process. We have assessment tools and like questionnaires and things that will kind of determine, whether or not you and Donald may together. I mean, as a whole, may need some treatment, and if you guys are willing to, at our next visit, I can have some things and some information for you to go over, and hopefully we can work together. Okay. Um, I'll give you a kind of an idea of what we do here is we do individual therapy, and we also do couple therapy. Mostly focusing in my area of expertise is with domestic violence. Okay. Um, and primarily, we do one-on-ones, we do group sessions, but every time we kind of build into stages to lead up to a resolution. Okay, so what we're trying to do is we have a problem and we're trying to solve it, and together we're going to establish a way of how we're going to solve it. Right, so we have problems, and then we're going to come up with ways of solving those problems, and we can eliminate trial and error. We can say no. It's very open. Okay, it's not set in stone. It's not a rigid program. It's whatever you feel will work for you and your husband. Okay, so that's what I'm hoping that we can get at our next session, is kind of just building on some of the strengths that you find within your relationship, some of the strengths you find within yourself. Now, you said your husband works.
Yes.
Okay, and now does he? Do you work as well?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so would you say you guys are equally? Um, like, do you guys share the responsibilities? Does he take care of the financial aspect, the majority of finances, or?
I do. I work as a bank teller. He works in a supermarket. He's a manager at a supermarket.
Okay, okay. So he predominantly makes more money than you do.
Yes.
Okay, so and now I also I also had a note here from the hospital that you were very Catholic based.
Yes.
So you're religiously affiliated
Yes.
with Catholic. Okay. All right, and that is also a very big part, is that I want to, as we meet, I want to kind of get some of your cultural or religious beliefs so we can work around them, and we can just make sure that we can tailor this treatment for the both of you. Okay, so I want to appreciate you for coming down. Thank you very much. I'm going to make note of the things that you have, stated, and I will, within the next week or so, I'll have some idea of what we're going to do at our next visit. I'll call you. We can set up an appointment. Um, and then slowly we can integrate your husband, Donald, okay? Do you think he would be willing to?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, that'll be a work in process then. Okay. Well, again, thank you very much. I know this must be difficult for you after just what happened at the hospital. And, if you ever need anything, please feel free to call me. I'm going to give you my card. Even if it is, in the middle of the night, in the middle of the morning, if it's not pertaining to anything that we've discussed, I'm more than welcome to help you. Because ultimately, I just want, I'm most concerned about your safety. Okay?
Thank you for having me today.
Okay, thank you.